Sitting Guild's International Spoken ESOL Test, Expert Level, the 26th of September 2013. Kisler Daniel, test begins. Hello, my name is Nigel Taylor. Can you spell your family name for me, please?
Yes, Kisz.
Yeah.
Ler.
Thank you very much. And where are you from?
Well, I'm from Budapest, from the 14th district, Zugló.
Right. Okay, thank you. Now, in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself and your ideas, all right?
Yes.
Now, the first topic is physical appearance. Who do you take after in your family? In what way?
I think I certainly take after my father because he's a really crowned and big and huge person who loves to eat a lot.
Oh, okay.
So as I. And, well, he has got blonde hair with green eyes. And, well, I haven't got green eyes, but my mother and her mother has too. So I think I take after from my father and my mother, and my grandmother always says that I really resemble my grandfather too.
Okay. Next topic is money management. Can you tell me about the last time you wasted money on something?
Well, I have got a girlfriend, so I have to waste like every week. and well, girlfriend costs a lot of money.
Right.
So every weekend I have to waste a lot of money on her.
What sort of things do you spend?
Well, go to
money
cinema or have a dinner with her, things like that, or buy her something.
Okay, fine. Moving on then to part 2. In part 2, I'm going to read some situations and I want you to start or respond as necessary. Now, the first situation is we're friends and I start. Thanks a million. I'm sure I would have failed my exam if it wasn't for you.
Well, I think I just helped a little bit, so it's all of what you have done.
But you really helped.
Yes, of course, but I'm a year older than you, so I've already learned all of these things. So it was really not a big thing for me.
But thanks anyway. Now, moving on to the second situation. Now, we're colleagues, and you're not sure if I've remembered a deadline. You start.
Well, don't you know that, I had to do something for my teacher, but I don't really know the date.
Well, I think it was supposed to be done by next Friday.
Well, and you sure about it? Because I already asked one of my mates and he said totally another date.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Well, we better go and check. Who can we ask?
Well, maybe the teacher.
You know what she's like.
Yeah, of course. Then, well, so there's the website. Maybe we can check that.
Good idea. Do you know how to do it?
Well, sure. Do you want me to show you?
Please.
Well, so it's called the website of the coach.
Yeah.
And there's a little icon called ESOL.
I know, I've seen it. I know how to do it.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Okay, moving on to part 3. Now, in part 3, in this part of the test, we're going to discuss something together. All right?
Yeah.
This is for you. We've been asked to rank a list of suggestions for overcoming stress. Let's discuss these ideas and try to agree on their order of helpfulness. Take 20 seconds to think about it, about what you want to say.
Okay.
Why don't you start?
Yes, of course. Well, I think that there are these main ideas like get enough sleep, think positive, and have a healthy diet. So I think that these are the main and the most important things first of all, and after that you can manage these things like relax or love, because if you haven't got enough sleep or you haven't got a healthy diet, you just can't do the other ones.
But what about learning to say no? That's always my problem.
Well, it's well, maybe it can be one of the main or most important things too, but I think that being healthy and 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 get enough sleep is more important than learn to say no, because
Okay.
you can die if you haven't get the healthy diet.
Good point. Good point. All right, so we'll put that. Is that number one, do you think?
Healthy diet or get enough sleep.
Which one?
Well, maybe the healthy diet.
Okay, and after that?
Get enough sleep.
Could we then put learn to say no after that? Because for
No,
me,
I think it's not the
No?
most. No, it's not so important.
Okay, what's more important?
Well, maybe declutter your life.
Ah,
I think it's more important.
okay. Okay, after that.
Well, we can say learn to say no.
Good, I got there somewhere. Excellent. What are the ones that are not so important then, do you think?
Well, maybe identify the problem after learn to say no. Or maybe we should change this, because after that identify the problem, you can say no or yes.
Good point. Good point. Okay. All right, so we'll do it like that, yeah?
And maybe the think positive topic and the laugh and relax, because these aren't so important, I think.
Okay, but I do like to laugh. I think laughing is a
Yeah,
really good way to relieve stress.
Sure, everybody likes to laugh, but compared to the other things, it isn't so important.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, moving on then to part 4. In part 4, you are going to talk on your own for about 2 minutes. Now, your topic is the secondary education system in your country. First, think about it for 30 seconds. Make some notes if you want. Now, your topic is the secondary education system in your country, all right?
Yes.
Okay, Kisler Daniel, please start.
Yeah. So, well, there are the grammar schools like mine, which is a bilingual school where I have to, well, when I went there, I had to take an exam. And there are other type of school where you can be a craftsman, so like a tailor or a carpenter and other things like that, because these things are important too. Because as I know, there are too many people who want to have a diplom, and so they can't work like carpenters or other things. But well, I think that the important things in secondary school, that you have to learn a language and the basic skills to improve yourself and so you can become someone in life. And maybe if you want, you can go to college or university too. And I think these are the main things that grammar or secondary schools have to improve.
Okay, what's the best age to start school and why?
Well, I think that the 14 isn't a good age, because at this age you aren't as mature as you will be at the age of 15. I think that this +1 age means a lot at this time.
Okay, and how do you think school in the 22nd century will be different from school today?
Well, of course, the basic of the examinations and the teaching methods or ways will be totally different, and I think that everywhere will be these technical devices and iPads and computers and everything like that.
Okay, and early education should focus on practical skills rather than academic subjects. Do you agree?
Well, of course, 14 years old, or maybe in the, I don't know, in the age of 10 or 12, a youngster just can't learn everything. So one has to have something to play with and do things, because it's more important, and if you have to learn things, you just be bored.
Okay. Right, thank you very much. Kistler Daniel, that is the end of the test.
Thank you.